First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to the true and living power, which is Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rekha Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the true name of His only begotten Son, and there is no God beside them. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who definitely rule well, and honors and citations to the hopeful elect. Okay, Khan, wanted to get something ready for the, to get into, as far as this, because I'm going to get into the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. I'll start at the top. It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins," which, and you know what else, really, when you start at, Matthew 24, Matthew 24 and 46, right? Because, matter of fact, even 44, it really starts and then leads into the other parable, furthermore explaining, the benefit of those that were ready. So this is Matthew 24 and 44. It says, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season?" All right, because if we continue to endure, we're going to be given positions of rulership, all right, in the Lord's kingdom. Okay, ruling over all that He has as joint heirs who were deemed worthy and faithful because they stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Right, verse 46 says, "Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all his goods. But, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants." You see that? So it is, you have the good servants who were ready and they were doing all the right things. And that means ultimately to be a servant, you have to, another word for a servant is a worker, pretty much. If you're serving, you're working. So this worker, this servant, he took his job serious as far as the things that the Lord told him to do. He took it very serious, man. He studied it. Because when you had a job, you gain what? Experience. Through that experience, you gain wisdom to ultimately do ways in which you can get the job done smoother and more, proficient. That's how you know you want to be good at the job that you're doing. Right? When you seek ways to grow in that job, when you seek ways to get better at it. Because it helps yourself first and foremost. Now you're not stressed out, you're not, and then it helps your fellow servants that are around you, because you're doing your job, you're doing your part. When you do your part, that makes everybody else's job easier. But then when you got an evil servant, like in verse 48, and if that evil servant, right? So evil is associated with wickedness. If you're being evil, you're being wicked. And it's a wicked thing to not do your part on the job. Like I had this Ishmaelite, right, so-called Arab that I work with, two of them, an uncle and a nephew. And the nephew in the warehouse, it was a small warehouse, and whenever it would come time to wrap the pallets, to load them into the truck, he'll dip off into the bathroom, man. It never ceases ceases to fail. When it came time for the hardest of the hardest part of the job, which is right before the easiest part, you loading the pallets into the truck, and then you can hop in the truck and relax in the truck. If you're not the driver, or if you're the driver, well, he wasn't the driver at the time, and neither was I. So our responsibility was to both wrap the pallets, and then we get to relax in the truck for the rest of the fucking day, getting free pizza. But when the hardest of the hardest part came, this nigga purposely went into the bathroom to hide from work. Now that's wicked, man. Because that's not a just dealing. You do your part, you handle your part, and I handle mine. You making me do this whole shit by myself, man. Because you in the bathroom hiding. That's wicked. That's not sincere. So that nigga is ultimately an evil servant. He's an evil co-worker. He's a terrible co-worker to be around. If he's gonna do wicked, sneaky, insincere, devious, deceptive shit like that, man. Be a fucking man. And I cursed him out too. And then his uncle tried to get on my case. Like, nah, fuck out of here, man. Now, it's not to say I don't got control over my spirit, but because that was a long time ago. But that shit really pissed me off. But he was an evil servant. So going back to these ninjas, all right, men that are deem themselves to be in the truth, but they're not holding their part. They're not doing their weight. Oh man, so you know what? It reminds me of this too, right? I may not even be able to get into Matthew 25, man, for real. Right? Now it reminds me of Matthew. Oh yeah. So yeah, that is Matthew. Oh yeah, because I didn't want to get the whole thing anyway. Just this, but it reminds me of this, right? Matthew 25 and 15, to the point, and I'm gonna jump back. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he went. Slocky, excuse me. Right, now check this out. Right, verse 18. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. So you can imagine that mindset. Like, I ain't about to do shit. If you dig the money into the earth, once it's dug, once you pat that dirt down and it's dug in there, you just know you ain't about to do shit. When he returns, you ain't do shit. You dug the money in the earth. That means nobody gonna steal it. You ain't got no worries about it. Once you pat that dirt down, you went out to just chill. So that means you did not do shit with this truth that Yahweh Shemashai gave you. Right? So it says, after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. Right? Now, let's jump down. Right? Verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I just wanted to make that part right there. Because I'm kind of jumping around for time's sake and to stick to the main. But yo, he had 1 talent, bro. You couldn't flip 1 talent. Another man had 5. Another man had 2. That means he did a lot more work. You couldn't do this little thing for the Lord. You couldn't flip just 1 talent. And guess what? The Lord is such the type of man that he gave that talent for you to get on your own feet. Because he said, right, verse 23, his Lord said, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. So it's almost like, yeah, Lord, you gave me 2 talents. I brought 2 back. And the Lord said, keep that 2 for yourself. That was for you, man. That was for you to get on your feet. And now, guess what? You flipped the talent yourself. And now you got your own, little business going on. That's the type of person the Lord is. You putting in His work really because it's gonna pay off for yourself to put you on your own feet. Because now we're gonna be given positions of rulership, man. It's almost like LeBron James. They said that LeBron James, I think it was Brother Tyler Ward, leader of our camp. I think it was him that said it. But LeBron James, he never gave his friends money. What he did was give them jobs, man. All right, so that their money, so that they can have a continual source of money, man. And I believe the jobs wasn't even grievous, it wasn't even laborious. But he's like, I'm not just about to just give you money for free. Nah, you a man just like I'm a man. You gon' here, work for your money, man. And he set them off in that fashion and got them, getting their own money on autopilot from their own hard work from the start. The loan pretty much that LeBron James gave unto them, man. So LeBron like, yo, if you don't, I gave you all this money to start. If you lost it, that's on you. I told you the recipe, all right, to make an establishment for yourself to continue to have continued money coming in. You blew it on this and that. That's on you, man. So that's like kind of how it is with the Lord. He gave us all this truth. He gave us all, faith that we can groom and have grow. And here it is, those that are wise, which we're going to get into the wise virgins, utilize that and made something for themselves, man. They flipped 5 talents into 10 talents. See? So going back to Matthew 24, when we're supposed to be working as one, but then here it is, you have evil servants fucking up the job, man. That's teaching the wrong things. Okay, making the job harder for ourselves, when if you just held down your part, the whole job would be smoother. But you got guys teaching the wrong things. You got guys may not come to camp for some bullshit excuse. You got guys may not do their lessons for some bullshit excuse. This is an example of the evil servant. Just like the guy I named at the job. Here comes the hard work. He goes into the bathroom. Like, bro, are you fucking serious? Are you serious? So, we don't want to be a wicked evil servant. We want to do our part. So, right, verse 49. And shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and to drink with the drunkard. So, yeah, you smite your fellow servants, man. Okay, you don't even have to be physically. All right, you could try and smite me mentally, like that dude. Once again, perfect example. He tried to smite me mentally, man, having me rap all the palette. So now I gotta play a game with him. All right, you gonna go to the bathroom? All right, well then I'm gonna go to the other bathroom. Oh, I forgot something in my car. Just so that when he come out of the bathroom, the work is still equal. Who. So it's an annoyance being a coworker of an evil servant. So guess what's gonna happen ultimately? They're gonna get fucking fired, man. Because just like the so-called boss or the manager at that job, the owner, half owner, he said, "Don't worry, I see him. I see what he's doing." See? So, you just try and smite somebody mentally. And that's what they try and do. They try and smite people mentally, man. By giving them by giving them the fault, not giving them the 100% truth. Right? And it says, and to eat and drink with the drunken. Yeah, because they're going to think they have it so easy. They're going to think they got it so much going on that they can hang out late night. They can hang out late night, go into the clubs, and then they'll go to work tomorrow the next day, and then put all the work on those that are really working hard, because they think they got it like that. So it's showing you a state of complete comfortability and not taking this thing serious. So guess what? Verse 50, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in the hour that he is not aware of. So he gonna pop up at the job. And you know, when you eat and drink with the drunken, and then you come to work the next day, what? You really don't feel like doing nothing now. So now you at work drunk. Yo, there was a video on Instagram of a dude at a warehouse. He fell asleep with his girl, bro, who was a coworker. He was cuddling her under the rafters, and the boss came in and like they were the night shift. The boss came in at like 6 a.m. He was like, dang, 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 dang. He's like, for real, y'all? For real, y'all? See? Showing what? Bullshitting. Showing and exposing those who are bullshitting and those who are taking the job serious. So that's how the Lord's gonna come. And that's how he gonna find you. Sleep, knocked out, drunk, alcohol on your breath. From not taking this truth serious. From doing more hurt than you're doing help. Right? So now in the seriousness of this job of being a man of the Lord, verse 51 says, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. Because you're a hypocrite, just like the rest of the hypocrites of our people. Because all our people are hypocrites, man. All right, meaning what? Actors. Yahushua said, this people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart, meaning their mind, is far from me. And here it is, you've put your hand to the plow, you acting like you're really in the fold, but in reality, you're none other than the hypocrites, just like the rest of our people, just like those in the Plantation Christianity Church, you know, just like those in these other false religions, all right, just like those who deem to know the Lord, deem to be with the Lord, but yet they don't do nothing he says. You are going to be right there with the hypocrites, man. Cast it out. Fired. Twofold. You're going to be fired twofold, because you're going to be on fire with them thermonuclear missiles, and you're going to be fired from being a servant of the Lord. Okay? Because when the Lord returns, that's once again in Matthew 25th chapter, when he returns, look, that's like saying, look, we gotta, hey guys, man, we gotta open up a new building. We're so prosperous. You guys are so good. You guys made us so much money. And you stayed humble. You worked for this little pay. You believed in us here in this little job of ours. And guess what, guys? We got a news. We're gonna be opening up a brand new building, man. See, and this is when the Lord returns. You know, the brand new building being what? The rulership, ultimately. A new job responsibility. We're gonna have a up, and you know, with more job responsibility comes more pay. So we're gonna be getting paid more, man, in the form of new bodies, eternal life, as many wives as we want, virgin wives on top of that, as many children as we can have, peace, you know. Come on, man. Mansions, other planets, you know. This is what's gonna come with the job responsibility. Chariots. But guess what, buddy? You can't come because you was bullshitting. So your ass is fucking fired, man. So you can't join us in the growth of this company, right? Of this business, being the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You're not welcome to join us. You're actually fired. See? Because you were fucking bullshitting, man. You wasn't taking the truth serious. Wasn't studying, wasn't praying, wasn't fasting, wasn't being brotherly, wasn't paying tithes, wasn't doing alms. You were just bullshitting, man. And I'm not speaking about nobody in general. Really, I'm speaking about on the other side of the coin for us to go harder for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to hold it down for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. So I'm definitely in right there. It's about 20 minutes. I'm going to do another lesson right now for sure. Getting into now the analogy of you know, the wise virgins, man, because it plays right off of, as we can see. I mean, it comes literally right after the evil servants and the good servants, and then boom, it goes into the wise virgins and the foolish virgins. So it's pretty much different aspects of saying the same thing, but This is why we must be ready. This is why we must take this job serious, man. It's a labor. The scriptures say, the Lord, don't forget them that labor. Let me grab it. You got niggas that love to work at McDonald's. You ask them. Alright, I'm gonna have to chop the video because I got a call right as I was getting the scripture. But yeah, I was saying, like, you got people that love to work at McDonald's. You got people that love to be a caregiver. Oh, I love my job. Well, this is a job. Serving Yahweh Shema Shai is a job. So how we not gonna love this job when you got people out there? Oh, I'm a clothes designer. I love my job. Oh yeah, I'm a fucking vet. I love to make a difference in people's lives, And they love that little stupid bullshit temporal job. The scriptures say the things that are seen are temporal. The things which are not seen are eternal. So the job that we're doing, serving the Lord, is a job of eternity. A job that's going to